Hi guys, welcome back to King's Crimes Ant World. Today we'd like you to meet our new Florida Ivory Millipede, which Junior has named Buzz. First we'd like to say what we use to make our substrate mix. Habistat Sphagnum Moss and Spider Substrate, which is a substrate specifically formulated to hold tunnels and everything for burrowing species. Millipedes love to burrow, and that just, when it's moist, keeps them nice and stable so they don't collapse in on the millipede. They also love leaf litter, so we're using some catappa leaves and dry banana leaves for that at the moment, which we'll just crush up and use. So here is the sphagnum moss and the leaf litter mix, which we will then start adding some soil to in a minute. The sphagnum moss holds moisture, which isopods need, millipedes need, and they will also feed on the dry leaf litter, just like many other species of isopods would do down on the forest floors. And here is what the spider substrate looks like, and we're just going to mix that in until we get a nice good mixture of obviously the substrate with the sphagnum moss and the leaf litter. Just get a nice good quantities of each. Millipedes also need calcium to keep their exoskeletons in good nick. So I'm crumbling up some Cuttlebome to put in with the substrate mix as well, so that when they burrow, obviously they'll be able to get some calcium and obviously food from the leaf litter and stuff all mixed in, so they can live in their tunnels for periods of time that they like to. They're also getting all the nutrients and calcium they need to at the same time. So we're just going to give that a nice good mix before we add it to the tank. This is the substrate that he came with, that's already in the tank. As you can see, it's kind of now starting to lack in all the nutrients and everything, which is why we're making the new mix. So we're going to take out half of the mix that's already in there and replace it, because it's got lots of nice springtails in there. And I think he's wondering what's happened to it. Where's all the substrate? So then we're going to add all the nice new mix into the tank. He's got tons of springtails in the old mix, so that'll give them a chance to breed over into the new mixture. And then I'll replace the old mix in about a week's time, just so then he's got a nice tank all fully made with the nutrients and stuff. And they only actually have to change the substrate once it's obviously like been digested or lacking nutrients and stuff. When they poo, they have little balls and stuff, so it starts to look all composted. Then that's when you know when to change their substrate. So it's all looking really nice and good. You can see a big difference, which we'll show you in a minute, between the new substrate and the old. And I'm hoping that the millipede will enjoy this, come to check it all out and see what's going on. So hopefully he'll be able to have some nice tunnel systems go through there that will hold their shape nicely, and he'll be able to, they like to live underground for periods of time. When they shed and stuff, they like to do that underground as well, so he'll have a nice constant source of good nutrients. Ivory millipedes like to be kept at room temperature and above, so sort of 24 to 28 degrees, and you can have a heat mat for them on the side to keep them nice and warm. If you put them underneath, then you can't have too thick a substrate layer because that won't heat up through the tank. I keep ours on top of our bearded dragon's vivarium, and that keeps his tank at a good steady 24 degrees. So he's nice and warm, and that's what works best for us. And he looks like he's really enjoying investigating his new substrate, and I'm hoping that he's going to enjoy it all. You need to make sure that you wash your hands after handling these millipedes as well, because they can spit out some stuff when they get angry and a bit worried, nervous, which can irritate your skin. So you need to make sure you obviously wash your hands after handling them, and watch small children. If any children hold them, you need to make sure obviously they're careful anyway, because it's a creature they're holding, but that they have good hand hygiene afterwards as well, so that they don't get ill if they put their hands in their mouths and everything. They like food that's slightly starting to sort of go off or turn, but they don't like it properly like mushy and gone off. He's got some fresh romaine lettuce in there, which he does normally like to eat. And I keep saying he, but I think it's actually female. You look at their 7th segment, and if it looks slightly different and not as uniform as all the other segments, then it's male. But Buzz's 7th segment does look more uniform, so I think she might be female, but I'm not 100% sure because I've not managed to get a proper close enough look, because he's always walking around. So, but we will have a proper look at that a bit later. He's just enjoying his hide. You can see all his little legs there. They have up to 240 pairs of legs, and they grow up to about 4 inches long. So they're cool little creatures to keep, and they like to curl up into a little spiral when they sleep and everything. So they are really cute. I haven't got a picture of him asleep, but we will get one in a future video. But we just love how they walk. And this is the tank now. You can see the difference in the substrates. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.